Tyson is infamous for his fight with Evander Holyfield because what did he do to him? He bit off his ear. Right, that's infamous. Okay. All right, if you want to say hi, Mom, go ahead. All right, great. Okay. I did start it then. Here we go. All right, dividing unlike signs. Dividing unlike signs. So if we know how to multiply, we should know how to divide. Because when you multiply unlike signs, I'm frozen for you guys. When we multiply unlike signs, the answer, the product is negative. When we divide unlike signs, guess what? The quotient is negative as well. Same thing. So therefore, a negative divided by a positive is a negative. And a positive divided by a negative is a negative. In both instances, the quotient is negative. And so let's take a look at a few examples here. So really, what I want is, if you think, and really, these are so easy, but here's the understanding of it. Remember, a negative sign can also be thought of as the opposite of. What's the opposite of 28 divided by 4? What's the opposite of 28 divided by 4? Yes, ma'am. Negative 7, right? Because 28 divided by 4 is 7, and what's the opposite of 7? Negative 7, right? So what is our answer? Negative 7. I mean, that's all that's going on. You got a negative divided by a positive. You got to make sure that you always include a negative result. Your quotient has to be negative. And I will tell you this, a lot of students aren't careful, and instead of writing negative 7, they write positive 7, and then they're in trouble. They miss the problem. So B, you got a positive divided by a negative. Well, again, this is going to be a negative, and the answer in this one is negative 6, right? All right, well, C. You would have learned already that the fraction bar is also a type of grouping symbol. We really got to add the numerator first. So, don't say anything out loud. What do you get when you add the stuff in the top in the numerator? What do you get? Madison, what do you think the top is? Negative 15. Awesome. Did you notice how Madison answered right away as soon as I asked her? Notice when I asked her the question, she didn't stop and then think about the question and then answer it. Because she did exactly what you've got to do. When I ask these questions in class, you should be thinking of the answer then, not when I call on you, all right? Because remember, in math, you've got to think. Don't be a copier, be a thinker, all right? So now we have a negative 15 divided by 5. So class, what would that answer be?
Negative 3.
Negative 3, right? Pretty easy. 15 divided by 5 is 3. And a negative divided by a positive is a negative, all right? So if you take that concept now and look at D, so again, we got to now deal with the bottom first. So I want everybody to think, what's the bottom number going to end up being? Don't say anything out loud. What's that bottom number going to be? I'm going to ask you all on the count of 3 on this one. All right, be nice and steady, but don't be over loud, but give a good, strong voice. Everybody participating on 3. Here we go. 3.
Negative 5.
All right, and I heard a pretty constant negative 5. Again, guys, please on that, don't be over loud because it'll help me to hear everybody, and that's what I want to hear in those instances. I want to try to hear everybody so I get a sense. Hopefully you agree that's 7 positives and 12 negatives. That leaves you 5 negatives. So now the ultimate answer is easy. The final answer is, right, negative 4. Because a positive divided by a negative is a negative, and 20 divided by 5 is 4, right? I hope you know that. Hope you know those in your head. It's just the reverse of your times table. I hope. Oh, I'm a little scared now. I see blank faces, meaning some of you guys, don't tell me you got to write this out longhand with the division bar and everything. I hope not. If you have to, then you have to. All right, so go ahead and do E. Figure out the number on the top, figure out the number on the bottom, and then divide them. Figure out the number on the top, figure out the number on the bottom, Then divide them. And did you get -3? Because 18 negatives and 3 positives is 15 negatives. 7 negatives and 12 positives is 5 positives. Negative divided by a positive is a negative. 15 divided by 5 is 3. How many got that one right? Let me see your hands. Okay. Alex, do you have a question? Okay. I thought you had your hand up. You're just going to give an answer. Some. Okay. Got your name on the video. There you go. All right. So F is no big deal. That's just the elementary way of showing division with the division symbol. So, class, what's the answer to F? -5, right? Division's easy. Division is really easy. Michael, question?
Yes. First, I was getting confused on E.
Yes.
Since the top number added was -15, but we added those two, but right?
Yes.
And oh wait, I think I didn't.
And that's good. Sometimes talking through it helps you even to understand it, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And that's what we did. We added the tops, we actually added the bottoms, and then we were ready to do the division when we were done. And that's why I showed the work that way, right? Got my top number, got my bottom number, now I'm ready to divide it out, and away we go. All right, this last thing is something that drives me... Oh, I'm not there yet. Let's do the positive. All right, I'm ahead of myself. All right, dividing like signs. And just like in multiplication, in this case, the quotient has to be positive or negative.
Positive.
Are you positive?
Yes.
All right, good, because it's not good to be negative. All right, positive. And look, we all know a positive divided by a positive is a positive. We've been doing those since, when do you start dividing? 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade? I don't know.
I got it.
Second.
And a negative, therefore, divided by a negative is a... Because, again, they undo each other, just like in multiplication. They wipe each other out. They're gone. All right. So, let's take a look at a few problems here. So first off, A, not a problem. -20 divided by -5. Emma? I agree, and I hope you do, right? Do you agree it's 5? All right, so B, what is 2 times, don't say anything out loud on this one, what's 2 times -28? Justina? That is a -56, and that is now our top. Agreed? And now we're back to a negative divided by a negative, and do you know your 8 times tables, John? 7 times 8 is 56, so 56 divided by 8 is 7, right? And that is correct. And there's C with the other format, and that's no problem, right? Elementary division symbol. We still have a negative divided by a negative. Do you agree, Theo? So what's the final answer? Michael?
11.
And it would be a positive 11, right? If you know your 11's times tables. That's why I threw that one in. 11 times 11, 121. No sweat. Special cases. Some of you are going to miss these special cases. Usually the first one you don't. All right. So what is 0 divided by anything? When I say anything, I mean anything except for a 0. We usually don't want a 0 down there. So 0 divided by any other number besides 0. What is the answer? Matthew?
0.
How many agree with Matthew? The answer is 0. Okay. You should all agree on that. It certainly is 0. It is 0. All right. Let me take a moment to pause to help you understand a concept of division. I don't want you to write this next thing. I just want you to think, okay? So I'm going to put a fraction up here. It's going to be easy for you to know the answer. That's not the point. All right. We all know the answer is 5. All right, but I want to explain to you a concept of division. Let's assume the room can hold 15, always the top number, right? So what's the capacity of the room, class? 15. I'm going to go over at the door, and I'm going to start throwing in threes. And I want you to tell me when I can stop, because I can only throw in as many as I fill up the room. Once the room's filled up, there's no more room to throw any more in. So I'm going to throw threes in, all right? Here we go.
3.
Look, just let me know if I can stop, right? Can I stop? Can I stop?
No.
There's the second. Can I stop?
No.
There's the third. Can I stop?
No.
There's the fourth. Can I stop?
Yes.
Yeah, there's the fifth. I have to stop because guess what? The room is full. Can't get any more threes in. And how many threes did I throw in? 5, right? Because 15 divided by 3 is 5. And you can do this with any number that you want. I don't know. Let's we'll do 8 and 2. So I'll throw in 2s. Tell me when to stop. First 2's in. Second 2's in. Stop. I got lots of room left.
Oh.
I only got 4 in there right now. Third 2's in. Fourth 2's in. Stop. Filled up the room, right? 8.
I got it.
Okay. So now let's go this way. Don't say anything. How much can the room hold, class?
5.
0. Can't the room hold 0? Isn't that the top?
Yes.
So the room can hold nothing. I'm going to start throwing 4s in. You tell me when I can stop.
Stop.
I can't throw my 4 in?
No.
Why not?
Because there's no
There's no room. There's room for nothing, right?
Yeah.
I can't throw that 4 in. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we're just anti-4. We don't like 4s around here. We're against 4s. We're anti-4. What if instead it were 7? All right, I'm going to throw a 7 in.
No.
No room, right? Can't throw the 7 in. Wait a minute. We're anti-positives here. We're going to throw in negatives. We're going to throw in negatives. I'm going to throw in a -3.
Stop.
There's no room for anything. I can't even throw a negative in there. Oh, wait. I'm going to throw a variable in. I'm going to throw an X in.
No.
There's room for nothing.
Wait, what if the variable is 0?
Remember, I said anything except 0 doesn't count because that's a weird one. We'll talk about that in a moment. So, 0 divided by anything is 0. Don't ever miss that problem, ever. It's the second one that students always miss. Now, I don't want you talking out loud because I need to get you to think. So here's the question. What is anything divided by 0? Again, I don't want you to say anything. Let's do the same example. Oh, let's not go crazy here, but I need to know how much you want the room to hold. Alessandra, what do you want the room to hold? 5, okay. And we're going to divide 5 by 0. All right, so I'm going to go out here. I'm going to get ready to throw 0 in. Class, how much can the room hold?
5.
All right. I want you to tell me when I can stop, right? And I stop when the room is full. All right. So the room holds how much?
5.
All right. I'm going to start throwing 0. I'm going to throw zeros in.
Keep going.
You going?
Keep her going.
That's my third, my fourth, my fifth,
Keep going. Keep going.
6, 7, 8, 9,
Keep counting. Keep
Yeah.
counting.
1,000, million, 10 million,
Keep counting.
18 billion, 37 Google Plex. And I don't even know what's bigger than that.
Stop it. So get back over there.
So the point is, wonder how that will come across when his dad hears that on the video. That would be interesting, huh? He just gave it away even worse, didn't he?
One.
That's the right one. I'm smiling, so you're okay. Did you guys get the point, though? When would I literally stop? And the answer is never. So how many can I throw in? John?
It's undefined.
Well, that's if we want to give a cop-out answer. And we will take undefined as one of the answers only because educators think at this age you can't understand the answer, and only because they think that to prove division, you should be able to multiply what you get back out to the original, and you can't do that here. But that's why they want to say undefined. And okay, I'll take undefined as your answer, and I do want you to know undefined, because books and normal tests and stuff like that want you to say undefined. Undefined, F-I-N-E-D. But honestly, that's not the best answer. And honestly, that's not the true answer. But we'll take it, and I want you to know it. But the real answer is, I heard it earlier.
Infinite.
The real answer is infinity, and that's the infinity symbol. All right? Not beyond, just to infinity. All right? You can't go beyond, Buzz. And look, I'll take a moment to explain why some educators don't want to say infinity. So again, look at the board. So if I had 6 divided by 2, we all know the answer is 3, right? And they want you to be able to check by multiplying these two together to get back to that number. Can you?
Yeah.
Does 2 times 3 get you back to 6? It does. But look, are we multiplying or are we dividing? We're dividing. So I really don't care if the check doesn't work. I can still divide. But that's why some purists say, no, undefined. Because look what happens with infinity. So if we try to do that same, if we try to do that same thing with infinity, all right, that's cool. Let's see what I'm moving here. So if we try to do that same thing with infinity, when you multiply 0 times infinity, do you get 5? No. So that's why they don't want to say infinity, because you can't do the check. But let me throw out 2 more things to you. Later on this year, at the very end, and definitely next year in Algebra 1, we're going to learn something called a slope. A slope is anything that's not horizontal. Did you ever go skiing on a flat road? Not a whole lot of fun. It's called cross-country skiing. You skateboard on a flat road, not fun. Is it better to skateboard on that? It's better to go sledding on a hill like that or a hill like that. What's happening to the slope? Is it getting, what's happening? It's getting, say the word, bigger, right? Bigger, 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 bigger. Right? That one's a whole lot more fun to ski. Nowadays, right, extreme skiing. Guys ski that stuff. Anybody been to Jackson Hole, Wyoming? Anybody? There's an awesome ski hill right there in town that's vertical almost. Right? Bigger, right? Bigger. What happens when I go vertical? So watch. Bigger, 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 bigger. What must this word be?
Biggest.
There you go. Biggest. Tell me the biggest number. Infinity. And guess what the bottom of this fraction is? 0. And I'll throw out one other thing, though this won't mean a lot to you, but Mr. B here teaches calculus. And you know what? The whole principle of calculus is built upon going to infinity. Can't go beyond. But going to infinity, dividing by 0. All right. But look, learn it both ways. I'll take the answer both ways. But again, I think the best answer is infinity. But usually any kind of standardized test and stuff, they want you to say undefined. They won't even give you a chance for infinity. I'd rather you say infinity, but no both. But here's what you can't do. Don't say 0. Because 5 divided by 0 is not 0. You're telling me I can't throw anything in? No, I got room to throw. I keep throwing in forever. So the answer is definitely not 0. Do not call this 0. It's not. Okay? It's infinity or undefined. Now, the purists, if you really want undefined, that's 0 divided by 0. All right. That is definitely undefined. There's no way around that one. And that one even violates this. What's anything divided by itself?
0.
What's 5 divided by 5? 1. What's 7 divided by 7? 1. What's negative 2 divided by negative 2? 1. Anything divided by itself. What's x divided by x? 1. Well, what's 0 divided by 0? Well, nobody knows that one. All right. Figure that one out. You'll be Einstein. Alex.
What if the 5 is like a negative or a variable?
Good question. Doesn't matter. Negative 5 divided by 0 is infinity or undefined. Negative x divided by 0 is infinity or undefined. N squared divided by 0 is infinity or undefined. Anything besides 0 divided by 0 is infinity or undefined. Good question. Awesome question. All right. Hey, that's the lesson. You got your homework. Be careful with it. And that's our last concept before the test. We'll stop talking, please. Listen up. We will be reviewing on Monday. Your test will be Tuesday. Get yourself prepared, all right? Review on Monday, test on Tuesday. All right, you guys can begin to get packed up. Let's start doing homework.